Hi, in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to build a Java project using the Maven build tool. Maven is a very powerful tool. It's going to help you write your Java projects more efficiently. It will allow you to avoid having to go find and install jar files. It will also automate some testing for you. So I'm in Visual Studio. I have my machine already configured with Maven installed and Java installed. I also set the paths from Maven and Java so they run everywhere. The websites for Maven and for Java and Visual Studio Code will set this up. Additionally, I have an extension installed. I have Maven for Java installed. That helps. So I'm going to go to my command palette, Control-Shift-P, and I'm going to select Java Create Projects. We're going to use the Maven build tool. All of these are cool, but if you don't know exactly what you want, I'm going to pick the Maven Archetype Quickset. Pick the version. Now here's where you name it. These are supposed to be named after a website. I own my own URL. You don't have to use your own. You can use whatever you want. Now what follows this will be the name of the project. It doesn't like caps. It doesn't like spaces. It has to be nice, simple, all lowercase URL. Notice it's in reverse order, com.leadcontrol.maven video. Okay, enter. It's going to ask for a name. Whatever is here becomes the name of the project and the name of the folder. If you leave everything as demo, you're going to forget which demo is which. So name it. It asks you to put it somewhere. I don't care where you put it, wherever you know your code is. Now it's going to do some work down here. The first time this runs, it's going to download a lot of stuff, so it'll take a lot more time than mine will. It'll block waiting for input and snapshot. For now, just press enter, and then it'll show you what's creating. If this is correct, hit yes. If it's not, hit no and rebuild. So I'm going to hit enter for yes. It's done. It's going to open it. It may ask you to trust the folder. If it does, just say yes. So now I'm in. I'll show you what it's generated. It generates for us a source folder and a target folder. The source folder has basic hello world, which runs fine. It also builds a package for you that becomes very important later on. There's hello world, no surprise. And then here's a test. You'll see the package is still in. That becomes very important. That package stays in that test file. It'll also need to be in any classes you build inside of your main. Here I have a simple test. You can tell because of the JUnit annotation for @test. JUnit is one of two really popular test engines. The other is Nginx. I'm sorry, not Nginx, TestNG. Sorry, I gave you a web server. This is a simple test, should answer with true. I'm going to run this test. To run your test with Maven, you open up your Maven folder over here, and you right click, and you do test. There are also commands you can enter with the command line. I like the GUI. So I'm going to hit test. It's going to run. You're going to hold lot output. Build success, test run 1, failure 0. That's what you want whenever your tests are all done. In reality, that's not the way it's going to be. Notice that my target exploded. I now have Surefire reports in here, among other things. When I open up that Surefire reports text file, it tells me how many tests run, how many failures, errors, etc. Now let's take a look at a failure. I'm going to open up app test, and I'm going to change this from true to false. Assert true is just a simple assertion that says what is given to me should be true. If you give it false, it'll fail. So once again, I'll right click. I'm going to test. It's quite obvious when it fails. Everything turns red. There are test failures. From here it says test run 1, failures run. It doesn't tell you what necessarily failed easily. It does tell me here at line 18, but I like the Surefire report better. The Surefire report tells me what file, what line. So again, 1 ran, 1 failed. Here's the line it failed. You go look at it, line 18. It's line 18. Okay, so you've learned how to create a Maven project. You've learned how to create a simple test in Maven and run a simple test, and you've learned how to read the Surefire reports so that you know whether or not your test passed or failed. Thanks. Good luck.